Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my Sonic issue 161 review. I'm going to do something a little different and start with this issue's backup story, for good reason. If you recall last time, Blaze arrived in Sonic's world to search for, well, Sonic. She gets captured by robots, but breaks out on her own. Sonic himself arrives in time for a fiery showdown. And that's how the fight begins. Blaze shoots Fire Blast and Sonic changes locations so that he can use his speed, well, more effectively, you see. When Blaze turns up the heat, Sonic spins around her so fast it snuffs out the flames, with the unfortunate side effect of suffocating Blaze due to lack of oxygen. Actual science? Sonic stops and introduces himself to Blaze. Blaze responds by talking about her dream and disappearing before a confused Sonic. Yeah, that's the backup. Just some quick fighting and chit-chat. Granted, this story's purpose is to say, hey kids, there's this new Sonic game that features this fiery purple cat. Buy it for your Nintendo DS system. Nothing against good old Del Rio here, but this story is just a glorified ad. Granted, you could say that the entire comic series is a glorified ad, but moving on. The story gets a 5. I do like the stylistic art. Now for the main event. I could recap, but the birthday hog summarized the current situation in this mirror shot. Sonic is mocking the concept of Croctobot, but fights it anyway. Bean and Bark make their getaway, and a quick chat with Fiona has her questioning her allegiance. Meanwhile, Scourge tests his newly acquired strength on Locke. Rouge prevents Scourge from killing the old man, which inspires Scourge to use his new skills on someone more deserving. So one Chaos Control later brings everyone together.
Is that what Chaos Control is?
Oh yeah, there's still the Croctobot conflict, easily resolved with a triple spin dash. Now to the real action. Scourge is really enjoying this moment. Shadow does not get off easy here, and all the Ultimate Lifeform wants was answers. Even with Sonic and Shadow teaming up, it only ends up in a stalemate. Audience participation, however, forces a retreat, leading Rouge and Scourge to disappear through a mysterious warp ring. While the party was a disaster, Sonic is cool about it because the Freedom Fighters base kept the action away from Knothole and their families. Rouge and Scourge arrive elsewhere, and their rescuer, Dr. Finitivis, asks the two to join him. Scourge accepts only because it will make Sonic suffer. This issue, well, scratch that, this two-parter serves to reinvent the lame evil Sonic to the dangerous Scourge. How lame was evil Sonic? He once got knocked out with one karate chop, courtesy of Antoine. Think about it. With the transformation to Scourge, he can now go toe-to-toe with Sonic and Shadow at the same time even. Scourge also declares that he is done with the evil twin shtick. Well, considering his mutation and chest scarring, yeah. His coloring scheme is an inverse of Sonic's, you know, green fur with blue eyes instead of blue fur and green eyes. In the end, evil Sonic's rebirth as Scourge the Hedgehog proved successful enough for the guy to make numerous appearances in the comics and even spearhead a couple of story arcs. The return of Dr. Finitivis. For those not in the know, he first appeared in the story arc Return to Angel Island as a member of the Dark Legion. He was last seen with Eggman's enforcer, Hunter, who had the tech to transport anyone to the life-sucking egg grapes. At the time, people assumed that, well, that's what happened to Finitivis. But lo and behold, here he is, alive and well, thanks to his warp ring technology. Finitivis has plans that we get to see later on in the comic. And oh yeah, Croctobot, a lame merging of two previous robots, Octobot and Crocbot. Both of them debuting in the Tales miniseries. So this gets a 7.5. It's a fun, enjoyable issue, but still bogged down by past writers' actions, case in point. But things do get better in this comic, for a while. Thank you for watching, and be safe, and have a good day.